Hi everyone, I'm in the studio today and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the essential kit I take with me when I'm going on a family holiday, and it's not a proper painting trip, so I'm not taking all of my painting kit with me. I probably won't even have very much time to actually paint. I might get in a bit of sketching and maybe do a little bit of mixed media here and there when I can sneak off for an hour, but I know what it's like when you're with family, or especially with younger kids, and you're trying to do something and they're like, oh, is it going to take much longer? You know, how long are you going to take to do the sketching? We want to do this, we want to do that. So it's really important to have, if you've got just a few essential items, you can do something very quickly without any fuss. And also that the kit is light and small and it will just tuck into a beach bag and not take up much room. That ticks all the boxes for me. So I've just run through very quickly what I take, what's in these mini kits. I posted it on my Instagram story last week and a few of you were saying, what's in the bag, we want to know. So I've just running through it very quickly. Love to hear your feedback and let me know if there's anything I've forgotten that I need to take that you find really, really essential on your trips. Thanks ever so much, and I'll run through this with you and see what you think. Okay, so here is my mini kit, and when it's all packed up, it's just my little pencil case, little tiny sketchbook. This is just to take to the airport, so easy, light, and it's going to get me through the X-ray without any problems. I always forget I end up taking a knife because I like to use a knife to sharpen my pencils with, and I've remembered this time. So this is a pencil sharpener which holds all the shavings so it doesn't make a big mess. I've got a couple of these graphite pencils which are solid graphite, so they're really gorgeous to draw and shade with. Two different sized marker pens. One's a calligraphy nib, so it makes really nice marks. I've got a selection of just little coloured pencils, just adds a bit of colour, which is nice sometimes, and a white, which is really useful, and an eraser, rubber as we call them in England. So that's my mini kit. That's just coming with me in hand luggage to the airport, and this is the kit that's going in my big luggage, and this is what I'll take with me, so if I have a chance to go out and sketch and paint when I'm there, I can do. So this is one of my homemade sketchbooks. They're very rough and ready, but I quite like that because I don't get precious about it, and I like to put lots of different types of paper in here so that I've got options, and I usually end up painting on the cover and just filling it. And I've got an old envelope in the back here which has got made into a pocket, and it's got some spare, this is Cadai watercolour paper. That's really, really gorgeous handmade rag paper. Not Cadai, it's Cardi. And then in the bag, this has got the rest of my kit. So I've just bundled it up in an old bit of tea towel, which gives me a spare cloth. Elastic band's always useful if it's windy, and in here I've got two black velvets. These are silver brushes, are really, really nice and soft. There's a flat one for washes, and this is a sword liner, so I can get a fine line with that and some nice different effects. And this is a golden natural, which is a dagger striper. So that's again a really, really nice shape to work with. I could have just taken two, but I couldn't resist the dagger as well. Little palette knife, that's for putting my gouache on, and this is a brush that I really love, which is made out of nylon rope, and it makes really nice marks. That's a homemade job. So that's that. Keep my brushes all nice if I'm out painting. I've got a little bottle for water, a bamboo pen. There's another video on my YouTube channel which shows you how to make one of these. They're really nice to draw with. I've got a tiny little water spray. I've got one of these water brushes which contains water and you can work with it. I don't particularly like them, but they are useful sometimes if you just want to not take very much out with you. This is Art Graph solid graphite, which is water soluble. Again, it's a really, really nice, just that and that is quite a nice little kit together. I've got some tiny little roll of painter's tape and a little palette. This is a tiny box of just a mixture of pastels and there's a clear wax stick for wax resist. I've got oil and chalk pastels there just to add a bit of colour. I've also got my coloured pencils, so that's good. In here I've got my Golden Core watercolour set. This is the mini set, so it's tiny but really, really good. So that'd be useful, and it's, you know, just the size a bit smaller than my hand, so that's nice. And me using old Ziploc bags to keep everything in case it leaks. In here I have also put electrical tape around the top just in case they leak. This is some white gouache, and in here I've got a pot of black ink, just Indian ink, and a little tiny water pot. So I think that's it, everything. That's what's in the bag. So that little kit will keep me going. I'll be able to produce all sorts of wonderful things like that with that. And when I get back, I'll have this sketchbook full of, hopefully, full of really nice things. And when you look back, it just, you know, reminds you of the place and what you were doing, and hopefully this will give me loads of inspiration for a new set of work, and some of these might pop up in my next series of paintings. So that's it, that's my holiday kit. Wish me safe travels. See you soon.